We're standing here at the future home of Cherryland Electric Cooperative. This is a project we've been working on for a long time. We've finalized our plans. We're about to break ground this month, and so we wanted to take a second and share with you what that project means for us and for our ability to continue to serve our cooperative and our community. Joining me to talk about it is the guy that has headed this project up for us, our COO, Frank Siepker. First of all, Frank, thank you for everything you've done for our members to help prepare the facilities and home we need to serve into the future. Just really excited about it. Can you just take a second and share a little bit about it with our members?
Absolutely. Thanks, Rachel. It's been a pleasure. This is a project we started back in 2022 when we entered a purchase agreement on this piece of property right here at the corner of Olson Boulevard and Rennie School Road. And we're at the front entrance. This is the main door where our members will come visit us here at this new facility, our member entrance. And we're going to walk through this door here and give you a little tour of the front end of the building.
Let's go check it out.
All right, let's go.
A lot of thought has gone into making sure this 115,000 square foot facility serves both the cooperative and our members. We're standing here right now in what will eventually be our boardroom, but also a space that's available for public meetings and our members to come in and meet with us. Very excited to have that, and there's so much more to show you. So Frank, where do you think we should go next?
We're going to head over to our operations center that we've storm hardened and prepared for our future.
Let's do it. When we built our current building back in the 1970s, people weren't really using computers. The 8-track tape was like the pinnacle of technology, so a lot has changed since then. And I think it's really cool how that's gone into thinking through what we need from a dispatch and operations control perspective. So talk a little bit about what will happen in this space.
Yeah, so here we're building a storm-hardened, tornado-rated structure where our operators, engineers, technicians can operate out of around the clock when necessary to be ready to restore power and to make sure that your power stays on. But we also have cybersecurity built into the foundation of this building. The space is secure from both cyber intrusions and from physical harm from the storm, so we can continue operating 24/7 to make sure we're always there when you need us to keep your lights on or get your power back on as efficiently and effectively as possible.
Let's go check out the warehouse and truck garages a little bit.
Let's go see it. So we're here in our new warehouse facility. This is more than double the size of our current warehouse. It's twice as tall. We can store many times more materials inside the facility because we need to. More members equals more material, more growth equals more turnover of our inventory. We have to have space to secure this inside and have it on the ready and available for storm response and to be ready to connect new members.
It's interesting because there's just so much growth in our community. If you look back when we moved into our current facility back in the 1970s, we served about a quarter of the number of members we serve today, had responsibility for about a third of the infrastructure we have today, and that's only growing. Everybody in this community knows it's only growing, so it's really important we have the ability to serve the growth in our community. That's our job.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what we do. Another thing that's changed since when we moved into our old facility is how much of our system is now underground. And we have this responsibility to have trucks ready to roll for both overhead and underground outages. And this new truck garage is designed to accommodate that.
Yeah, we'll have all pull-through stalls so we can have trucks and trailers hooked up, ready to go, loaded with material, inside, dry, ice-free, ready to roll when the storm response or outage response is necessary.
Yeah, important not just for construction, but also for when we have a storm. Speaking of storms, the other thing that we put a lot of thought into when we were designing this building is mutual aid. So if we had a really large storm where we needed to bring in contractors or outside crews, that we could accommodate the logistics of that.
Yeah, so we've got our warehouses actually segregated from our truck garage now, which allows us to maintain a secured storm storage space in those instances where we have outside contractors, outside utility crews working here, and still be able to stage material for deployment to those crews through the truck garages. And then we have much more yard space here than we had before. We're going from 15 acres to 40 acres to allow us to surge for that extra capacity to store trucks, store materials, store poles, store contractors, tree trimmers, all that equipment that comes in when we have to call in on mutual aid help and outside contractors. We just need the space to do that. So we'll have a full 40-acre property here fenced in and ready to go to surge to that larger capacities in those events when we may need them in the future.
Yeah, it was one of the reasons that it just didn't make sense to stay at our current property and renovate, was because we were never going to be able to overcome the space constraints.
Correct.
So when you sit here, what you'll see once the building is up is you'll have the 20 acres we build on, but over here you'll have the additional 20 acres. So we have 40 acres that we'll be using to be available space should we need it in the event of a storm.
Well, thanks for joining us and sticking with us on this quick virtual tour of the real highlights of this new building facility that's going to be breaking ground July 27th and be building up from there.
Yeah, and it's going to take us about 18 months to build. We'll be moving in sometime in 2028. If you have any questions or want to learn more, we have all the details and resources on our website.